Jeff.
Jeff.
Jeff
Winnick.
What is it like, Jeff Winnick, to be in mortgages in 2018, which is like, what, 2 days from now?
Yeah, a few days.
What do you see the future of mortgages this year?
Well, the future of mortgages is complexity, more complex than ever before, and the ability to work in a team, because whereas 10, 15 years ago, you can have one person handle 15, 20, 30 mortgages a month, 30 loans a month. Now you need a team to handle that much volume. So it's harder than ever, because you can have problems and obstacles come up, and you never know when it's going to come, how it's going to come, how the issue is going to be, how the issue is going to come up. So you have to be able to be super creative, find the solution, extremely quickly.
What are some of the things that people are doing now to be able to be more efficient than they used to be in the past? I mean, you just said that things you used to be able to do on your own, now people are doing with teams. What's changed?
The regulations really, it's been way harder than ever before as far as the documentation that a borrower or a buyer needs to buy a home. So whereas now, like, you need all these sources of deposits. Every time someone deposits money in their bank account, now it's a whole big thing to try to find out, okay, where did the money come from, as one example. So there's a lot of regulations, a lot of red tape, basically. So that has kind of bottlenecked it to where, with all the paperwork needed, now you need a lot of help.
Makes sense.
Somebody can't get to the bank right away. There's an issue on an appraisal. There's an issue in a human resource company filled out somebody's verification of employment wrong. These are all things that you need help, and if it's just one person having to do all that stuff, things are gonna the balls are gonna get dropped.
Yeah.
And in a competitive market where there's
Makes
low
sense.
inventory in the real estate market,
Yeah.
you need a mortgage company to be able to handle those problems quickly. So that that the buyer can close on time.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense. Like, that would arouse a lot of problems. I mean, if it's harder to get the mortgage done, and you've got to actually do more work to get one done, but your commission or your the amount you get from a transaction doesn't necessarily go up, that means that you have to have more help, but more help costs more money, so your margins go lower, meaning you have to do more loans.
Right.
And then if you've got to do more loans, but there's not a lot of inventory because it's so quickly growing, that's another problem on top of it.
Right.
So if you don't have the ability to lead others, get them aligned with who, what you stand for, and then delegate those things out, you're not gonna be able to do the volume you need to make the money you need to be able to assist your buyers, and the competition is gonna sweep you under the rug.
Absolutely. It's a team sport these days.
So I guess the only answer I'd give, well, what's the solution, guys? Today is Friday, it's 5 o'clock, and we're in the office before New Year's, putting value out there to the world, so people know that we love Culture Matters, we love mortgages and helping people get into homes, right?
Yeah.
So work harder and work smarter.
Yeah, like I have my own dedicated loan partner, or what people would say call an assistant. I never thought that I would need an assistant to do what I do, but in order to be able to keep the same service levels and grow, that's what I need to do. So it's like learning how to solve problems and how to develop systems as a team is really the mortgage industry of the future.
Wow.
In the future, you're not going to ever deal with 10, 15 years from now, you're never going to ever deal with one loan officer like you do now. You're going to have a whole team of people that you deal with, and that's how we set up mortgages.
So the future of mortgages is teamwork makes the dream work, makes the home buying easier.
Right, and having the right systems for everything to run smoothly, which is a lot easier said than done.
Yeah.
And we perfect it as we go.
Hell yeah.
As we go along.
Boom.